But
is that your Nobel Prize winning statement?
no, I'm just.
Well, try to use your IQ. Make your point, please.
Well, first of all, I hear everything you're saying. One of the things that you're missing is you're not putting any historical context, any kind of real sense to what you're saying. Now,
okay. Oh, let me hear the history now. Let me hear the history. Go ahead. Give us our history.
Okay, good.
Could you do it? Wait, could you do it a little more quickly? You're slowing the show down. Speed it up a bit.
Okay. Well, first of all, the historical perspective that we have to look at is, first of all, the injustice that's been going on to black people.
Here we go. Bring up slavery now, reparations. Go ahead.
No, we're not bringing up slavery. We're bringing modern day.
Yeah, modern day. You have a black president, a black attorney general. Most of the government's run by blacks. Wait, can't you get off this storyline already?
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter. When will there be racial harmony in America? Tell me.
Never going to be racial harmony until the institutions that were built on slavery are demolished.
Oh, you mean the institutions that permit these young medical students to run in the streets without working? What institutions? Who's going to support them when these institutions are gone? Who's going to send them their welfare check?
Well, you don't want a dialogue. That's why you're hollering.
I don't want a dialogue. You don't even have the brains. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yes,
you have a dialogue. You just got smashed to the pavement.
No.
Who's going to pay? Who's going to pay for them? Who's going to pay for their welfare check when you destroy these institutions?
And you don't know if all those people on welfare. But let's get back to the facts at hand.
No, let's get back to the fact that you don't know what you're talking about. You yourself would not benefit from a social revolution. What do you think? You're going to be made into a general?
Listen, the institution.
No, you listen to me. You listen to me. What do you think's going to occur if there's a social revolution? What do you think you're going to gain by it?
It'll be the fault of Caucasians for not rectifying the situation that they created.
So, in other words, you want the fall of white people. Is that what you're saying, finally?
I said fall of white people. I said if there's an insurrection in America, it would be the fault of Caucasian people for not correcting the conditions that they have created.
The conditions? You have a black president. What conditions do you want fixed?
Listen, whether
No, you listen to me. You're not going to browbeat me, Buster. No, you're not in your workplace now where you get away with this nonsense, pulling this racial crap on everybody. All they're doing is they're listening to you, and they know you're an ignoramus. You're not using that game you use on everybody.
Now you just want to holler. But look, that doesn't excuse that.
All right, take a walk. Take a walk. Get off my show. You just lowered the IQ. You dropped the IQ by 30 points. That's all. You know, here's the funny part. The black middle class is shocked and mortified by what's going on. They don't want this racial enmity that Obama and Holder are, let us say, provoking. They hate Al Sharpton. The black middle class hates Al Sharpton. The black middle class hates what they see because all of their advancements over the last 50 years will be washed away if this keeps up. Are you telling me that if there's a communist revolution and if capitalism is somehow destroyed in this country, there's going to be harmony in America? There's going to be social justice? Show me where a communist revolution has ever yielded anything but mass graves. Show me where. Give me a model example of where a communist revolution of the type that Al Sharpton, and it seems to me this government is pushing us to. Now, we have to go down the list and play some of the sound that nobody got for us. So I have such great callers today. Sourpuss Krauthammer again attacked Trump because he's jealous of him. The fact is, you know that. Krauthammer once attacked me out of jealousy. He knows I'm a better man than him with a more loyal audience. He knows that. So who does he attack now? The so-called conservative genius, the so-called intellectual genius, Krauthammer. Listen to this post-debate comment by the saddest, most sour man in the history of the media on clip 17.
The real story is the collapse of Trump in this debate. The fact is
the collapse of sauerkraut.
And when you think about it, when he's free form, when he's uninterrupted, when he can do the flight of ideas, when he can go on his own and ramble, he's entertaining, he's sharp, and he's actually amusing.
But 10 times smarter than you are.
And in the tight setting, he was lost for most of the debate.
All right.
I think
you
it
get the
shows.
picture. Why don't you have the guts, the big guts there to say the same thing about Obama, Krauthammer? Your big mouth when it comes to Trump. Why don't you say the same thing about Obama, you big shot, you phony, you? I'm the only one who'll take you on. Everyone's afraid to say a word about you for obvious reasons. Well, I'm not. I'm sick of this entire pack of jackals at Fox News. They are the CNN of today, by the way. I said this a while ago. You know, many of you are wondering why I was banned from Fox. This is not a personal thing to me. I could care less. I've survived without them. They've survived without me. We don't need each other. That's obvious. But I want to tell you something. I've asked myself for years, why am I banished from Fox News? There was a time I used to be, they would run after me because I brought them a huge audience, a tremendous spike in ratings. Why have I been banned from Fox News? I ask myself. Well, you don't have to go any farther than what you saw last night. I don't fit the agenda. I don't fit the agenda of whatever they're pushing here. And they're not pushing conservatism. That we know. It's the opposite of it. So they have become, today, there's been a movement in the media, in the media altogether. Fox today is CNN of 5 years ago. CNN today is MSNBC of 5 years ago. And MSNBC today is the CPUSA of today. I'll be right back.